Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the UAB Blazers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will take the field first. And we get a look at Aiden Armenta. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jamison. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the UAB Blazers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. There were a lot of people looking at him when he hit the portal. He came here from UL Monroe. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the 2nd level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your 2nd level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to Robinson. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Burton. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Blazers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Blazers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll run with Robinson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blazers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The snap sets up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Here's a little room there. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no...
Makes the grab in their space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks. Fitted in the window for the score. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. And the returner will be knocked down. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Running inside, it's Simpkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Blazers look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Klein. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Blazers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Burton. Here's the pressure. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, UAB. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but
there's some room. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Going with the counter play here. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Got enough space. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Number 27, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. First down and 10. Try and play action. Open on the left side, it's Smith. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Burton. Looking left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Myers on the move. Working on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Blazers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. QB draw. Got a little, headed to the end zone, and he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, UAB.
this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Caught. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw. It's Burton. Quickly complete. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got his man. Bust through behind his pad. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Blazers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Anderson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Birmingham. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive line. elusive backs that told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Coming out with it, it's Holmes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Robinson again. Maybe some room here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Ferguson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Jukes his way for more. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Robinson one more time. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Blazers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
And he's in! Touchdown, UAB!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on the counter. There's a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner is stopped. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Burton. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. The run inside. It's Simpkins. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Able to get just a few before... avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter play. Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as...
Makes the catch! And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up third down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
And he got smacked. He released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Touchdown, UL. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.